And so opening the book, you can kind of see like there's like this shiny design as like the holographic case here. That's kind of awesome. And in the back, oh, that is awesome. That's Samus's, basically on her shoulder. It's like that little design right there. That is cool. Oh no, and yeah, you have to be very careful. This book is kind of, I was just holding it for 2 seconds and you can already see my fingerprints and everything. It's kind of huge though. You see that? Like it's kind of heavy and fat. Oh, that is so cool. Opening up on the first page, you get like that's like the original classic art style. That is awesome. And I don't know if that's like, I think that might be the original font from the NES days. You get Samus's booty cheeks. Look at those booty cheeks. That is so cool. It's got a new book smell, of course. You get like concept art of all the different enemies. Oh, that is awesome. I've never seen any of these. All the bosses right there from the first NES game. Then it goes to Metroid 2. Luckily, I finished, almost every single Metroid game. I just need the NES one and the original Game Boy one. And of course the pinball game. Then I'll have them all done, of course, so, no spoilers here. But this is awesome. They have like all the upgrades. You have Samus's ship. Then they go into Super Metroid. I don't know if this was, I'm guessing this is actual like concept art and everything. Look, I forgot his name. This enemy, look at his face right there. Hey guys, you wanna mind borrowing me a fish? Come on, give me a snack. Oh my lord, Mother Brain looks kind of fat, of course. Chunky cheeks over there. This guy with the eyes, the little frog looking dude. Of course, save the animals. Is that supposed to be the map too? I'm not sure if that's the map. Oh, Metroid Fusion. That is so cool. I love how, the way they describe each page right here. It's like just a giant, Metroid Fusion, and then basically, either the cover art or some kind of like wallpaper style picture right there. That is awesome. Of course, there's Samus rocking the fusion suit. Top notch. And I wonder, oh, that is awesome. I hated that boss. Oh my lord. The music though was cool for that worm boss. I think his name was like Sirius or something. Are they gonna show SAX? Oh, there's SAX, I guess, in the background, just in the shadows. Oh my lord, that is so cool. That is awesome. And, boss battles, everything, all that good stuff. Then they go to, wait, Zero Mission and Samus Returns? I don't understand. And then they're showing both the Zero Mission and Samus Returns. They're two different games, though. Unless maybe the Metro Fusion section was also for Zero Mission? I'm not sure, because that's a remake of the NES game. Samus Returns, of course, was top-notch. Awesome remake on the 3DS. That game, fun fact, I got the special edition for that as well. And in the US, it was just a case with, I think, the CD. And then in Europe, they got like this giant, like, I don't know what it was called, but it was like it was really cool, right? Like, the entire case was just so cool, and I was like, oh my lord, that looks awesome. But yeah, it was only available in Europe, and little tear to everyone else. I also got the amiibos for that, so that was fun. But the game itself, I was blown away. I thought it was awesome, and I enjoyed it a lot. I'll definitely make a video on that one day. And so right here, ladies and gents, it seems this amount of pages right here, maybe about 30 pages, 40, go into the previous, Metroid past games. And then the rest here, it seems like it's all Metroid Dread. I love this picture right here. Like, after finishing the game, this picture is just so terrifying with the Emmys in the background. Oh my lord. Luckily for me, of course, I'm not gonna get spoiled because I already finished this game. That is cool. I'm guessing those are the designs for Samus. Oh my lord, look at the difference. Look at the suit here, right? The original one. And then look at the beefed up one at the end. Oh my god. That suit is juiced. Fully juiced. Oh my god. Like, just Jesus. This game was awesome though. I'll have to replay it again. Like, Samus Dread. I can't even think. Metroid Dread was top notch. I enjoyed it a lot. The Emmys were terrifying. Brought me a little tear. Jesus. That's been my wallpaper for a long time now. Like that. Basically my wallpaper on my computer for a really long time. Wait, what is that supposed to be? Excellion Star Corporation. Is that who made the Emmys? Oh, I love, they also show like the original storyboard creations, I guess, for all the different cutscenes and stuff. That is so cool. So, when I made my cheesy action videos back in the day, I would make storyboards and everything to keep, keep myself like organized and just on track. And so it's cool to see that, I guess professionally for games and movies and whatever, people still use storyboards. Like, it just makes sense, right? But like, you rarely kind of see this kind of stuff. Oh, I'm guessing now these are like all the enemies or whatever. Oh my lord, that is so cool. They're like transformed like robot enemies or some turd. I don't know if those are actually in the game or if it's just for like, concept art. Of course, there's Ravenbeak himself, Quiet Robe. I always thought those names were cheesy. They like have, they're birds, right? Like their name reflects, that they are a bird. It's kind of cheesy, especially with like, Metroid. That's basically considered to be like a kind of like a more serious franchise. Never mind, I'm blind over here. Apparently they do have pages right in the corner, and 55 pages were dedicated to the past Metroid games, where basically about 150 are dedicated to Metroid Dread itself. Jesus, that's hardcore. Seeing how they take advantage of the full page right there is so cool, right? Like, those worm things weren't really that much of a hassle, you just kind of like counter them. But like seeing that artwork, like, that's kind of inspirational, right? Like when I want to doodle or something, I'd just probably open this book and just like look through all of these pages. That is so cool. They're showing all the different enemies and everything, different boss battles. Oh, that is cool. Oh, that's awesome. I don't want to spoil anything, but oh, what the turd? Now it seems they're going to like some boss battles and stuff. If you haven't played Metroid Dread, close your ears, right? Skip to this part on the screen. This is so cool, right? They're showing Kraid. Look at that. Like, they have like the different art style for Kraid, right? What they wanted to make him. And since he's kind of like a crocodile and whatever, he resembles a crocodile. Normally Kraid is a fat boy, but right here in the corner, he's fully buffed. Look at that. Kraid is just fully buffed and ready to go. Jesus Christ. He really let himself go, of course. Then again, who hasn't nowadays? We're all kind of chunky. Also in the game, I felt like you get the power-ups like really fast, right? Like you get one, then you get the other, then you get another one. And then before I knew it, the game was over. I was like, oh, well, I'll be. Then you get like different concept art of all the stages and whatnot. Oh my lord. The water stage right there, probably one of the prettiest in the entire game. Seeing all the animals in the background just kind of like swimming, all the little bubbles and, the plant life just moving around. It was so cool. I was like, Jesus. They really squeezed a lot into this, Switch game over here. Like, oh my god. I've heard online people say this game is kind of ugly. It's not. It's not. Maybe the first level, right, with like the lab place or whatever, might look kind of like bland and empty. But once you start moving further into the world and, into the different sections, you can see that the farther you go in, the more life and everything just kind of reveals itself. It is so awesome. Right here, this one, this shot where it's like the elevators and whatever. I don't know why, but just like when Samus is running, right, to go to the different elevators, and the camera just slowly zooms out, and you can see like the full scope of actually how huge this elevator is. That was cool, right? Like, I love when they did that in this game. It was top notch. And then this guy right here, right? Like, oh my lord, this guy was awesome too. I remember, seeing him twitching in the background, right? You're walking around and you're like, what the turd is going on here? What are they doing? This enemy who seems, he's kind of dead or something. The lasers are like shooting him, right? And his legs are twitching. I'm like, are they trying to bring him back to life? And then later on, you find out that he's actually a boss battle. And that gave me a heart attack. He was one of the best boss battles in the game too. And I love that not only did they foreshadow him earlier in the game, but the entire like boss battle itself is just top notch. It was very difficult too, but it was well worth, struggling through. It was awesome. Wait, I just realized, I don't know if I'm going crazy or something, but I remember throughout the game, right, you get to see some of these sections right here, where there's like a giant water thing, and there's something quickly moving in the background. I just realized, was that supposed to be like the water boss or whatever? I'm not sure, but like that would make sense. Maybe I gotta replay the game, of course, to find out. And then I'm glad they added this in here too, like all the different like hieroglyphics of the, Chozos and everything. I was trying to zoom in when I was playing the game. I'm like, oh, what is this? What does this say? And after playing the game, these hieroglyphics all make sense, right? Like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, it's so cool that all of these little like details and everything, you wouldn't notice it in your first glance. You start to like realize on multiple playthroughs. This is kind of interesting right here. Adam has a face, whereas in the game itself, he's just like this, orb thing. But here, it seems like he just has a face itself. I guess, that would have maybe made it a little bit easier to identify him. But then again, this book is probably just, you know, a lot of concept art and stuff that just didn't make it into the game or had to be cut out. And look how awesome that is, right? Like this entire page is like just black and white. You know, one of the best parts I remember in Donkey Kong Country, and you know they do it in Metroid Dread too, was when your character is fully silhouette, right? You don't know where you're going, what enemies you're gonna find. That was a really cool section in the game. And I also really love when every now and then, right, like everything is dark, but Samus's suit is the only thing that's kind of like lit up, right? It is so cool seeing all those details as you're just running around. It is top notch, and I wish, you know, maybe more platformers did stuff like that, because that gets me every time. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't look through this online or anything, you know, before I finish the game, because there are definitely spoilers in here. Different levels that they show you, environments, different bosses, enemies and whatnot, right? Power-ups. I'm glad I finished the game first, and then I was able to read through this, because, yeah. They even have the morph ball and all the different concept art they wanted to use for the game. All the power-ups right there, the screw attack, all the different, like, bombs and whatnot. Even her arm cannon, of course, gets an upgrade. With the final page being the ship itself, of course. And that's the book right there. 191 pages of just Metroid love. And, you know, I'm just gonna, once my room is finished, I have to find, you know, somewhere to put it because I'm running out of space back here, of course.